Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing some more art. In my last video, I introduced you guys to a character that I will be voice acting for my upcoming webcomic series here on YouTube. Can't tell you too much about that yet, but if you do want to know a little bit about it, you can go ahead and watch that video for me. Yeah, shout out to Joker's Glasses. Shout out to Letitia. I'm hopefully I said it right. Please don't kill me. Also, shout out to everybody that's been subscribing. We got 461 subs and counting right now, 500 around the way. We're just gonna sketch and stuff like that. Man, I really got to get better at these intros. Follow me to the campus, would you? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, today has been a absolutely crazy day. Showed you guys Ash, you know, one of my OCs for my upcoming project. Today we are going to mess around with something I discovered when I was drawing last video. Was that I went through a couple different kind of eyes here. Recently I've been getting into the knack of just like eyes that look a lot more, they look stylish. They're not too dramatized or anything, but I don't know, they just have a nice style to them. But basically eyes like these, right? I'm not really doing anything like this necessarily, which isn't a bad thing, right? But just two different styles here, and I just really like that style. So I want to mess around with some eyes and just how different ways that eyes can be created. Okay, so I remember this drawing session like it was yesterday. That's because it was yesterday, but I originally wanted to do a character sheet, but upon sketching, I was trying to find a lot of like problems and hurdles that I was hitting like back after back, and it just really was starting to irritate me. So I started kind of working on sketches and wanted to warm up and kind of work on like how I draw my eyes and the facial features and stuff like that. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I really just be winging stuff nowadays when it comes to this whole like sketching and drawing and stuff. So I really need to quit that. But the original goal was to work on a character for my upcoming series, and I think I actually end up working on it somewhere in this video, but it ends up taking a crazy turn because I don't know, bro, things are just super difficult. Yeah, you kind of see me working on like the front facing view here. The eyes, those eyes don't look bad. I was just like being very picky because the one on the right looks a little off, but that's kind of just like the point of what I'm doing here, really just messing around with different ways I can draw the eyes. You see me working on some construction here, trying to just find my footing, but again, for some reason sketching and stuff today just wasn't freaking it. But this is the type of practice that I need, to be honest. It's like the type of practice I need to be doing anyway, so I'm not that mad at it. Really trying to dissect the eye and isolate the eye itself, because when I'm drawing and I have an issue with like whatever I'm trying to draw and it's like a big issue or whatever, I try to make sure that the next time I actually am just like locked in with it and isolate the issue and just like really go hard on studying that, so that the next time that it comes up in a piece, it's not, you know, freaking drawing or I don't know what I'm doing, or you know, I'm just all over the place with it. I even go as far as to like find this she's from like DMC or something like that, Devil May Cry, and I just took her design and tried to do like a portrait and really just focus on how the eyes aren't the huge focus of the piece, but they have a nice grounded position on the face, right? Instead of just winging it. You can kind of see with that eye there that I did. I'm just kind of see what I did there, that eye that I did. You know, that's a style I'm kind of trying to mess around with instead of always winging it. I'm just working on the style and how I want to do the eye. That's essentially what's going on here. Now moving on to when I actually started to work on the character. So yeah, so we start working on the sketching, or just kind of going over it, trying to figure out what details and stuff I want to keep. And again, I just like looking at the way I draw, man, I just seem to get so fixated on each individual part of the drawing instead of, you know, really going with some sort of flow. I could just be overthinking it. I'm not sure, but just looking at it from the outside looking in. But yeah, so you see me kind of going over the lines, and I know what I'm going for, but I sometimes underestimate how long it really does it do characters. But also I'm doing all this from imagination, right? I'm not really using a reference here. Well, I don't recall using, I know I had like a bunch of references that sparked my mind about the design, but there's so much that goes into just this alone, right? The eyes, the head anatomy and everything like that. And it was just kind of frustrating for me, just because, again, knowing where things are kind of placed and stuff like that on the fly, I just get tripped up. I don't know exactly what it could be, bro. I sound like I'm speaking in like a broken record, but it's true. It's true, which is why I make these videos. Next video, I'll probably just try to go more in depth or something like that. I'll figure it out. But drawing every day and being curious and, you know, just still honing in on the art, we're gonna get better. It's all a matter of time. You even see me doing a full body right here, trying to really just encompass the energy or the idea of the characteristics of this character. There's just a lot giving me a problem. Now, I could argue that I didn't really fully go into the line art phase or the, you know, but, oh, actually, let me shut up. There we go. Yeah, I actually do start kind of working on line work there. I don't know. I just need to draw more, because I feel like there's just something about my process that makes things feel a lot more clunky than it should. You know what I mean? Maybe I could take a second to just see how other people sketch and what they do, and maybe try that. Maybe that might work. Or it could have just been a bad day, to be honest, if I'm being for real. Sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have bad days. I'm trying to make it to where I don't, like, oh my gosh, bro, I'm gonna go on a whole freaking tangent. You see me change the face again. Now at this point, like, I'm kind of like I guess the main focus was the eyes, right? Just really trying to find that eye style. And honestly, that doesn't look that bad. Now when I cut the lids there, I don't know about that. But generally speaking, the face doesn't look that bad. I just think I should really just lock into the fundamentals of faces and the heads and stuff like that, so I can style, so I know what I'm stylizing. You know what I mean? If you just drawing and just doing stuff and be like, oh, this is what the eye looks like or whatever like that, there might be some moments where you feel a little off because your art isn't really rooted in anything necessarily. Now, I'm no teacher nor professor, so take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. I am just yapping. All right. Yeah. I was getting so obsessed with this drawing, or so just caught up in the stuff that didn't matter. I changed their face again. The eyes again don't look that bad. I don't know what it is about my face frontal views or whatever. They just look so stiff, flat, and odd, bro. Then you see me taper the sides of the face, trying to make the face smaller. I thought that was my problem. And then, like, look at what the freak is going. Like, who is that? I don't even know who the freak that is, bro. I don't know. It was just not looking well, and I just kept going over the face. I just think that's my problem. Like, who is that? That is not who I was envisioning when I was working on this character. Somebody turn this off. Okay, so after I came back, I just ended up trying to lab like the head and everything. The front facing view was so frustrating. I don't really remember figuring it out or not, honestly. We can do it in another video, why not? You see me again going for very miniature looking eyes. Again, not too big, they don't take up too much of the head, but just trying to focus on the you know, the details of the face, you know what I mean? Trying to draw it in my own style, but nothing too extreme yet, just so I can kind of really understand how it works. I even do like a side profile, it looks like from here, but even that side profile looks wonky, right? I could break it down, but you know, I ain't doing all that editing right now. But you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so I did this for, I don't remember, I did this for a little bit. I just got bored and ended up drawing Sonic for some reason. Hey, shout out to my guy. I love Sonic the Hedgehog.
Man, right? Of course you do.
Who said of course you do?
Who said that shit?
So yeah, so I kept working on Sonic. Now, when I was a kid, drawing Sonic was always the hardest thing for me to do for some reason. You guys know when you're drawing and you have a certain idea in mind, or lines are just connecting the way that you want them to connect. And you start to get a vision of where you could probably take this art piece, right? And you start to try to follow the mental image. That's what I ended up doing, and that's what happened here. You see the pose that he's in? It's a fairly dynamic pose. It's not like super dynamic, but I just mean the way he's standing. He feels very upright and like ready to go despite the expression. So you see me kind of erase it softly and then reposition the head. And I'm trying to figure out how the freak the muzzle could go for this certain perspective I was thinking. I wanted him kind of looking past, like off to the side, but with his head tilted on an angle. So he looks like very cocky, kind of like, heh, you know, that sort of thing. Bro, I couldn't freaking get it. You even see me kind of mess with the muzzle here, and I started making, bro, I don't even know. At some point, bro, dude wasn't even a hedgehog. I was just making my own Racky Doodle the hedgehog or Racky Doodle the mouse. I don't freaking know, but I think I was just so fed up with with the earlier moments in the session that I just didn't really care. I just kept kind of pushing the issue, hoping to magically, you know, get it done, right? So even I can admit, I've drawn way better Sonic characters than this. I think today I was just having a bad day, y'all. I was just having a bad day. Wasn't really feeling it, right? That's all that was. That's all that was. You even see me still messing with the muzzle, still trying to get that off. And the harder I was drawing this, the more off I was, like the more off the mark, bro. The harder I tried to shoot the bow, the more arrows I missed, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here I started to kind of catch a groove. The side profile didn't look that bad, but there were still kinks in the armor, and as far as like the art style wise, right? Like, look at that muzzle. That shape looks really good, but then I just didn't really know how to go from there. So now I just start deviating, because I ain't gonna lie, I started crashing out. I was a little upset. So I just was like, bro, man, screw it, bro. I think my thought process was like, bro, screw it, bro. I'm about to make a hedgehog. I'm about to make a porcupine or something. So yeah, so I tried a different perspective. And this doesn't look bad now that I'm looking at it. It's not a bad setup. But again, I'm shooting in the dark here. I am just kind of going for things, hoping they stick. I'm not using no reference. Ay, Dios mío. I don't know, bro. I just be trying to draw and have fun, bro. But that's why I need to start drawing to learn, right? Learning and stuff. And I got so frustrated at the Sonic character. I was like, okay, what if I just take all this pent up energy and just draw how I'm feeling right now? So I started sketching, I get like my OC, because I knew I was about to end the video. I knew I was about to just go on a whole freaking, I don't know, bro, just cry in my room till I fell asleep. But yeah, so just working on this, I guess it was helping me get my anger out and everything like that, bro, because you guys really don't understand. I was so freaking frustrated, bro. I don't know, and maybe it's just me, but in the next coming videos, it's gonna be more about learning and understanding. You know what I mean? Learning, that's what we're gonna do. Learn and understand. You know what I mean? So our art can get better. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna be able to teach you guys nothing right now, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a student, you know, but I can record my process so you guys can learn along with me. You know what I mean? And maybe, you know, but yeah, I mean, honestly, looking at this, it doesn't look bad. I like where I was going with it, because, bro, if this didn't come out right, I was gonna be freaking heated, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I was already heating up. I was already angrily my gosh, bro. But yeah, so I kind of went for my character kind of like powering up or like enraged or something. I originally wanted something way more cartoonier than what I'm drawing now. I wanted him to look like more like a doodle, but it kind of ended up coming out like a lot more slightly more serious looking or cooler tone. But for what it is, I think it looks pretty cool. Now, I remember here around this part, this is where I started to get like, just like, okay, I'm about to end the video. So I think Kiru is going to say some words and wrap up the video. Hope that you guys enjoyed so far. All right, I think this is where I'm going to end the video for now. I'm kind of frustrated, not really too happy with how today's art session went. I am going to double upload, bro, because it. Double upload? When? Hold on. It's like 8 o'clock right now for me. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to comment, like, and or subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Johnny.